Vishwamavachamimam prasuptam sanjeevayatya kila shakti-dharasvadhamna Anyanshcha hastacharana-shravanatvagadin pranam namo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam Gurum hisviham satyaha prajna bhakti vinitayaha Nitishcha pragata nityam tam gurum pranamamyaham Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya madhyamam Asmadacharya paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Yada kritambo nihisetu bandhanaha karasthaladha kritaparvatadhipaha Bhavani te langhita padma sambhavaha Kada shivarchastava bhavanakshamaha Natibhirnidhisvamisha puja Vidhibhirdhyana samadhibhirnatushtaha Dhanusha musalena chashmabhirvaha Madate plitikaram tatha karomi Vachasa charitam vadami shambho Ahamudyoga vidhasute prasaktaha Manasa kadimishvarasya seve Sirasa chaiva sada shivam namami Adya vidya srigata nirgata sita Vidya hridya srigata tvaprasadat Nityam shrikaram tvatpadabjam Bhave mukter bhajanam rajamoule Durikritani duritani duraksharani Daurbhagya dukkha duraham kriti durvachansi Saram tvadiya charitam nitaram vidantam Gauri shamamiha samudhara satkratakshaihi. We completed 92 in the previous class. So this verse 92, he says Duri kritani duritani duraksharani Daurbhagya dukkha durahankriti durvachansi. So all these things that are listed in the first half are essentially to be eradicated by this. Duri kritani. Duri kritani I have already eliminated. So what have you eliminated? Duritani, duraksharani. Durita leads to durakshara. Then Daurbhagya dukkha durahankriti durvachansi. 6 things have been listed. All the 6 are driven away by me. This is what this is. Durvachansi, durahankritihi, dukkha, daurbhagya. Perhaps this problem many a times arises out of durahankriti. So this Hamas is also like that. Durahankriti. Durahankriti durvachansi. Daurbhagya dukkha. Durahankriti durvachansi. Those who are stuck there are all durbhaga. That is all it is. Anyway, saram tvadiya charitam nitaram pibantam gauri shamamiha samudhara satkatakshi. So here there is a connection between the previous verse and the next verse. That is why I wanted to just quickly recall what we studied. So Tvadiya Charitam Nitaram Pibantam Gaurisha Mamiha Samudhara. See, one of the ways to get rid of all these bad things, as we saw, is to engage ourselves in the right things. Then bad things hardly have occasion. So initially there may be some problem in getting into the right mode, but once we are into the right mode, and getting into the right mode will always be greatly facilitated by associating ourselves with good people. And Sadhihi Sabdaha. That's why in Mohamudra we have Satsangatve, Nisangatvam, Nisangatve, Nirmohatvam. Nirmohatve, Nishchalitatvam, Nishchalitatve, Jivan Mukti. Ultimately he says. Okay? So the Satsanga is essentially a way to get rid of all these things slowly. Otherwise, the natural tendencies of the human being, plus the kind of karma that he has done, so they will take over him. So it will be very difficult for him to escape. So we may have to submit ourselves to the right people so that they can give the right direction. So therefore, now what we need to understand here is Duri Kritani is an affirmative statement. I have driven them away. So he says with a confidence, the Bhakta. See, these things have been Durvachamsi, I don't do. See, people who may be abusing, once they get into the association of good people, they know how to behave, how to speak and so on and so forth. And once this happens, so the accumulation of Durita also reduces. So all of them I have eliminated. This is what he is saying. And the means by which he has eliminated is Tvadiya Charitam Nitaram Pibantam. Nitaram means in large measure, one can say. Nitaram Tvadiya Charitam Pibantam. So I engage myself on various occasions. Instead of wasting away my time, I have memorized some Sivanandalahari verses. When I come, I keep chanting it in my own mind. So this is a way by which you can suppress the bad thoughts and engage mind, okay, so that it becomes more and more clear and refined. Now he says, so I have done to the extent that is possible. And Tvat Katakshihi Mam Samudhara, he says finally. So now you try to make the glances towards me. So you try to do the Kataksha, okay, so on my side. Thereby Samudhara, Samyak Uddhara. Samyak Uddhara. So I have already come, see, by my own effort to some level. See, you eliminate me to the highest. See, eliminate me from all this and take me to the highest level. So this is the prarthana. And that's how the next verse goes. You will see. So Makaladhara Maule. Huh? What? What is it? Sorry. So Makaladhara Maulau. Makaladhara Maulau. So Makaladhara Maulau. Omalaghana Kandhare Mahamahasi.
Omalaghana Kandhare Mahamahasi. Omalaghana Kandhare Mahamahasi.
Swamini Girijanathe.
Swamini Girijanathe. Swamini Girijanathe.
Mahamakahridayam Nirantaram Ramatam.
मामकहृदयं निरन्तरं रमताम् मामकहृदयं निरन्तरं रमताम्
Mamakahridayam nirantaram ramatam. This is the prarthana. Ramatam, rametam, ramantam. Ramatam means may it enjoy. May it enjoy. Kutra ramatam. So there are a few things which are listed in the first 3 quarters of the verse. Kim ramatam, mamaka hridayam ramatam. Mamaka hridayam ramatam. And then this ramatam he further qualifies by the word nirantaram ramatam. So how long? Nirantaram ramatam. Nirgataha antaram. So antaram nirgata means there is no gap. So always may it dwell. So may it dwell always essentially means you reach a certain state in which you are a Jivanmukta. So sarvam brahmamaya. Anything that you see is that particular state. That is why he is saying samudhara. Samudhara. So to the extent nirantaram ramatam mamakahridayam nirantaram ramatam. Now this word mamaka, many songs are there, they use the word mamaka. So mamaka means so madiya. Mamaka. Say there is a special sutra which has been given by Panini to get these forms. So he says, Tavaka mamaka vekavachane. It's a sutra. You repeat. Tavaka mamaka vekavachane.
Tavaka mamaka vekavachane. Tavaka mamaka vekavachane.
Ekavachani, the first thing, so you have Tavaka Mamaka. So this Tavaka Mamaka is an Adesha. Adesha to what? Yushmat and Asmat Shabda. You have Yushmat Shabda and Asmat Shabda. So in the Ekavachana, this Tavaka and Mamaka will replace them. When will they replace them? Under a certain condition. The condition is if you have the suffix kai and okay, kai anicha pare. So kai if you have, then it will become tavakina. Yushmad plus kai will become tavakina, and yushmat plus an, if you have the suffix, it will become tavaka. Okay, so tavaka is derived by the form. This yushmad is replaced by tavaka, and when these suffixes are added, there will be adivritti. And therefore you have the form tavakina. And similarly, asmad, we have mamakina. When the suffix kai is added, when the suffix an is added, so you have mamaka. So it is that form that Adi Shankara here uses. In fact, we have this in Bhagavad Gita. Mamaka Pandavaschiva Kima Kurvata Sanjaya. This Mamaka is Madiya. Okay. Matsambandhi. So that is what it essentially means, but these forms are employed. Now, Mamaka Hridayam is what he says. Mamaka hridayam nirantaram ramatam. Now this Mamaka hridayam nirantaram ramatam means, so you just have isolated yourself from the hridaya also. Understand? So Mama hridayam, may it keep. So it is a beautiful expression. Mamaka hridayam nirantaram ramatam. Kutra ramatam? Katham ramatam nirantaram ramatam. Kutra ramatam? So this Saptami, you have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, there are 5 descriptions that we find in the first 3 quarters of the verse. Okay. The first one is Somakaladhara Maulau. Kutra Ramatam? Somakaladhara Maulau Ramatam. So how do we do the Vigraha of Somakaladhara Maulau? Soma, Kala, Dhara, Mauli. There are 4 words here. They have been combined. Soma refers to moon. Right? Soma refers to moon. Somasya Kala, Soma Kala. You can just see. And then Dharatiti Dharaha. Right? So Soma Kala Dhara. So now you have to do the Vigraha of these 2. Soma Kalam Dharatiti Soma Kala Dharaha. Right? So Soma Kalam Kaha Dharati? Mauli ki Dharati. Parameshwaraha Dharati. So then how do you build the Mauli Shabda? See, we usually have the word Chandra Mauli, Shashikhanda Mauli. Earlier somewhere it was Shashikhanda Mauli. Shashikhanda Maulihi. So Shashikhandaha Maulau Yasya. Right? Chandraha Maulau Yasya. Suppose you put now here. What will happen? There will be a problem. Somayeva Kaladhara. No.
Somakaladhara Chasu Mauli.
So this is what you may have to call as Samanadhikarana Bahuvani. So Maulau you should not say. So you should take this Mauli itself as Visheshya. And the Visheshana for that is Kaladharatva. Soma Kaladharaha Mauli. Soma Kaladharaha Mauli. Here the word Maulihi is to be understood as matted hair, Keshabandha. So Maulihi can sometimes mean crown. Maulihi can mean head. Okay. So Soma Kaladharaha Maulihi Yasya Saha. So this is how the Vigraha has to be. Then we will have Soma Kaladhara Maulau. The one whose matted hair possesses the crescent moon. You understand? The one whose matted hair possesses the crown. Soma Kaladhara Maulihi. So nowadays, I find sometimes people having a variety of varna in their heads. So they can be described as Nana Varnadhara Maulaya. It's sometimes free hair alone. There is another kind of thing. There are various descriptions we can give. Anyway, so Somakaladhara Mauli. So Somakaladhara Maulau. Okay. So this is the first description of Parameshwara. Somakaladharamaulau hridayam nirantaram ramatam. First one. Then we have Komalaghana-kandhare. Second description is Komalaghana-kandhare. The word Kandhara means Griva. Okay. So Kandhara means Griva, neck. Now this Kandhara can mean other things also. Even you can even describe cloud to be Kandhara. So suppose you take come to be water, depending on what you take. But here normally Kandhara means Griva. We take it. Komalaghana-kandhare. Ghana also has different meanings. In this context, the word Ghana is to be taken as cloud. Okay. Varidaha, Ambudaha, Niradaha. Nirada, there is one song starts with Nirada, right?
Nirada sama Nila Krishna.
See, Nirada sama Nila Krishna. Something. So this Ghana, okay, Ghana means cloud here. So Ghana Kandhara, suppose you say, Ghana iva Kandharaha yasya. Ghana iva Kandharaha yasya. You can say Upamana Purvapada Bahuvi. Ghana iva Kandharaha yasya. So Ghana Kandhare. Then there is another description that we find here. Komala. Komala is normally taken as soft. Okay, so that is what Komala. So sometimes it is used to refer to something which is beautiful. Okay, so it is very appealing is also called Komala. Now this Kandhara, so you can understand this to be employed by him. So with a double entendre. So this Kandhara can be water also, and Kandhara is Griva also. This Ghana Kandhara means a dense cloud, one can just say. Okay, the Ghana if you take in that sense. But anyway, it has to, in this context, mean only Griva, and Ghana should mean cloud. And this is something which is very beautiful. Okay, Komalaghana-kandhare. The beauty is because this particular Ghana-kandhara has saved all the Devagana, okay, and Asuragana. So Komalaghana-kandhare. Mahamahasi. Is the third description that we find. Mahamahasi. Mahamahasi. This word Mahaha has multiple meanings. Mahaha, normally we use it in the sense of Tejaha. Tejaha. This Mahaha is also used to refer to Yajna. So Mahaha is also used to refer to Utsava. In fact, so some of people here who are from Tamil Nadu side, they know there is a Utsava called Mahamaham. Okay. So too many people go and then take bath in a particular pond. So this Mahamaha, there we have to understand the word Mahaha as Utsava. It is a huge big festival. Okay, it is the Mahamaha. This Mahaha, the Shabda is used in Pullinga and also in Navamsakalinga. In Pullinga, you can generally take it to be Utsava. Okay. Mahamaha. Mahamahe Utsave, you can say. Now, this Navamsakalinga, so generally used to refer to Tejaha. Okay. So now this description of Mahamahasi is, so Parameshwara is conceived to be a Tejaf Punja, an embodiment of glow, Tejaf Punja. So Mahamahasi. So this Tejaf Punja, in fact we have a very beautiful verse. Okay. Right at the beginning, it's like Mallinatha uses. See, Antaraya Timiropashantaye Shantapavanamachintya Vaibhavam Tannaram Vapushi Kunjaram Maha. See, Tannaram Vapushi Kunjaram Mukhe Manmahe Kimapi Tundilam Maha. I'll tell you, this is a very beautiful verse. You should know. Mallinatha, I think in the beginning of Raghuvamsha commentary. See, you repeat the verse. Antaraya Timiropashantaye Antaraya Timiropashantaye Antaraya Timiropashantaye Shantapavanamachintya Vaibhavam Shantapavanamachintya Vaibhavam Shantapavanamachintya Vaibhavam Tannaram Vapushi Kunjaram Mukhe Tannaram Vapushi Kunjaram Mukhe Tannaram Vapushi Kunjaram Mukhe Manmahe Kimapi Tundilam Maha Manmahe Kimapi Tundilam Maha. Meghaduta, is it? Oh, I see. So, in the commentary, beginning of the commentary of Meghaduta, maybe he uses the same verse. That is a possibility. Anyway, this is a beautiful verse. Okay. Repeat. Antaraya. Antaraya Timiropashantaye Antaraya Timiropashantaye Antaraya Timiropashantaye Shantapavanamachintya Vaibhavam Shantapavanamachintya Vaibhavam Shantapavanamachintya Vaibhavam Chintya Achintya Vaibhavam Tannaram Vapushi Kunjaram Mukhe Tannaram Vapushi Kunjaram Mukhe Tannaram Vapushi Kunjaram Mukhe Manmahe Kimapi Tundilam Maha Manmahe Kimapi Tundilam Maha Manmahe Kimapi Tundilam Maha. So this is a verse in praise of Ganesha. How do you know? So it is indicated by the first quarter Antaraya Timiropashantaye. It's a very beautiful verse. See, Antaraya means Vighna. So this Antaraya is like a Timira, like a darkness. You are just blocked, you are not able to proceed. As a pitch darkness will never allow you to move further. Similarly, the progress can be completely hindered by Antaraya. So Antaraya Timiro, there is a Rupaka. See, Antaraya is Timira. So therefore he uses the word Maha. Antaraya Timiropashantai. And this Vinayaka is described as Shanta Pavanam Achintya Vaibhavam. Achintya Vaibhava. So those glories cannot be listed. And he is Shanta and Pavana. So we will not get into the details of all. Shanta Pavanam Achintya Vaibhavam. Then he says, see, there is a description. Description is, so Vapushi Nara, Mukhe Kunjara, Tam Naram Vapushi. The body is like human being, whereas the face is like Kunjara, elephant. Tannaram Vapushi Kunjaram Mukhe. Mukhe Kunjara. See, Vapushi Nara. So I offer my venerations unto that entity. That entity. Tannaram Vapushi Kunjaram Mukhe. Then Manmahe Kimapi Tundilam Mahaha. Tundilam. Tundilam is an interesting usage. Okay. This Tundila, in fact, I remember in Tamil we have a similar word. Tundi. Tundi, Tundinu. Tundilam means one who has a Lambodara, essentially. Lambodara, Vishalam Udaram Yasya. Saha Tundila. Okay, there is a special sutra also. Something is coming. Manmahe Kimapi Tundilam Mahaha. See, that Tundilam Mahaha. See, that lustre. Okay, so that effulgence which has a long belly and other descriptions. And Timiropashantaye, therefore he describes him as Maha. Now come back here again. So here his father is described as Maha. So Mahamahasi. So Subramanya is, Vinayaka is Maha. His father is Maha. So Mahamahasi. Mahamahasi. So now he has to be described by this feature. So if you describe him by this feature, then what you understand is, it is a metaphorical usage specifically meant to indicate to you that this jnana is always prakasha. Okay? Ajnana is tama. So this ultimate atmajnana is something that is to be blessed by him. Samudhara. Once and for all you lift me up. And this Parameshwara can bless us. Okay? Therefore he is described as Mahamahasi. Mahamahasi. In that huge effulgence, Hridayam Ramatam, Mamaka Hridayam Nirantaram Ramatam. There is a description here. This Mahamahasi could be understood as a Rupaka essentially. You are describing, in fact, this Mahyate, I think is the form. So that is how we have to understand this word Maha. Okay. So Mahyante, see. So Mahyan, see Mahamaha when you say. See Mahyante Asmin Karmani Devalayaha. See Utsava etc. Whether you take. See whether it is a yajna or it is, whether it is a yajna or it is a big utsava. So in that, so the devas etc. are being Mahyante Pujyante. See, Mahyante Devalayaha Asmin Karmani iti Mahaha. So the other way, when you want to describe effulgence, Mahyate iti, you can just see. That, so that effulgence, the effulgence we always pray, Jnanam, it is Pujyate. That which is highly venerated. So it does not, that itself is venerated. Okay, so that itself is when I see. That's why even this sun is described as an effulgent form, worshipped. So Deepa, an effulgent form. So this Mahyati. Okay, so Maha Mahasi. Then we have Swamini. Swamini Girijanathe. See, Swamini. So Swamin, Parameshwara is the very name. Paramaschaso Ishwarasya Parameshwara. So Swamini, the Lord of all. Girijanathe. Girijanatha is the most well-known description. Umapati Girijanatha. Girijanathe Mahamaka Hridayam Nirantaram Ramatam. Read. Somakaladhara Maulau Mahamahasi Swamini Girijanathe Mahamakaridayam Nirantaram Ramatam. So this is a peculiar meter. Peculiar in the sense, this is a matra vrta. Okay? That's why some of you may have a bit of difficulty in reading this. This is a matra vrta where the syllable count is not considered and only the beats are considered. Matra is considered. So if you see, if I were to count, see, Soma Kaladhara Maulau Doro Swami Nigiri Janate, it just happens to be 8, it need not be. Anyway, so now the total count here you will find is Matra is 12. I'll tell you. So Ma Ka La Dha Ra Mau Lau. So you heard 12. Okay. Komala Ghanakandhare Mahamahasi. If you just count there you will find 18. Okay. Komala Ghanakandhare Mahamahasi. The C is Lagu, but when it comes towards the end, it is taken as Guru. Okay. Komala Ghanakandhare Mahamahasi. You will find an identical version of 12 plus 18 in the second half also. You can see this. So this meter is actually called Giti. Giti meter. We call it Arya. There is a difference between the first and the second half. So in Arya, you will find 30 syllable matras, and in the second half, you will find 27 matras. 27 matras. There is a general verse which goes for Arya, but that verse should not be taken so seriously because there is no pada division in Arya, but the definition generally that goes as Yasyaf Pade Prathame Dvadasha Matraha Tatha Tritiyepi Ashtadasha Dvitiye Chaturthesha Panchadasha Sarya. This is how the Arya definition goes. So this pada division, Yasyaf Pade Prathame Dvadasha Tatha Tritiyepi. So this pada division actually is not permitted. Arya, this is there is a sutra. See, see, swara ardhancha aryardham. Repeat. Swara ardhancha aryardham. Swara ardhancha aryardham. This is what is the defining sutra for Arya. So this is 414. 414 is the 4th adhyaya, 14th sutra of Pingala's Chandas Shastra. Okay. Pingala's Chandas Shastra. So in the 4th adhyaya, he goes and defines this Arya meter with this sutra. Swara ardhancha aryardham. Swara ardhancha. So what do we understand by this? Swara refers to number 7 here. Here you have Bhuta Sankhya. So Swara ardhancha means 7 plus half. Swara ardhancha aryardham. Aryardham means half of Arya. Aryayaha ardham. Now, the very definition of Arya does not talk of pada. So usually when you see the definition of various meters, so they will generally describe the quarter. And the definition will be given almost in the same quarter. So here he is saying Swara ardhancha aryardham. So by defining, in fact somewhere else you will see padascha durudhagaha is another sutra. Anyway, the Swara ardhancha aryardham basically tells you that in Arya you don't really consider pada vibhaga. Okay. Sometimes one can think of, if it happens to be, see, there is a clear break. See, there is a clear break if it is seen. In fact, in this verse you see a clear break. Clear break after 12 matras. So, you just saw, no? So, makaladhara maulau. Similarly, if you see, swa, mi, ni, gi, ri, ja, na, the. After 12, there is a clear pada vibhaga. If this happens, then this is called pathya. Pathya variety of Arya. Okay. So Arya has basically 3 varieties, I will say. So, one is pathya, the other is vipula, the third is chapala. These are the 3 varieties of Arya. So pathya means, so you have a clear break. You have a clear break after 3 ganas. But let me give you the sutra also. Repeat. Trishu ganeshu.
Trishu ganeshu. Trishu ganeshu.
Padaha pathya adyecha. Padaf pathya adyecha. Padaf pathya adyecha. Trishu ganeshu padaha pathya. So you can just take. So he says adyecha. This adyecha means this adyecha means also adya. Means there is an antya which is defined 2 sutras before. So adyecha means antye, adye, antyecha. That indicates in the first half as well as in the second half. This adya means first half, antya means second half. Okay. So adyardha and antyardha. So swara ardhancha aryardham. Now trishu ganeshu padaha. This Padaha here is basically some kind of a break. If you have, then it is called Bhakti. Okay? This Vipula variety will not have this clear break. So if in the first half or in the second half, if you do not, or in both the halves, if it does not clearly break with a pada, then you call it as Vipula. Is it clear? So now Trishu Ganeshu he is saying. Trishu Ganeshu means with 3 ganas. So where do we find the break here? After 12 matras. So which means each gana consists of 4 matras. So each gana consists of 4 matras. In the matra vritta, a gana is made up of 4 matras. In the varna vritta or akshara chanda, a gana is made up of 3 syllables. Okay? Yagana, magana, tagana, we do. Okay? So this Arya meter, so this verse plus the next verse also I think is in Arya. Is a variety of Arya, one can say. This is actually what is called Giti. So some of the definitions which have to be completely satisfied by Arya meter will not necessarily be satisfied by Giti. Okay. So that is why I want to bring this distinction. But see, there are 4 kinds of Gitis. One is Giti, Udgiti, Upagiti and Arya Giti. There are 4 kinds of Gitis. Okay. So they wanted to give a different name because it slightly varies from Arya. It need not necessarily satisfy all the conditions of Arya. But both Arya and Giti, they together form what is known as Ganachandaha. Ganachandaha means the metrical pattern has to be recognized through Gana, not merely the matra. Understand? Therefore, they give the name Ganachandaha. So, if you take Mandakranta, if you take Shardula Vikirita, etc., they are identified by the count of the number of syllables plus a certain pattern. Understand? There is a certain pattern in the syllables, but the total count is fixed. So here again, the total count is fixed in a certain sense, but more importantly, it is fixed by the Gana. 4 matras. Now, see, since there are some, we have only some, so I'll just tell something more on Arya itself now. See, there are some students who are very keen. Now, this Arya, the definition was Sapta. For Sapta, the text does not use the word Sapta, it uses Swara. Okay, the Swara. In fact, if you look at Chandas Shastra, mostly he uses this Bhuta Sankhya. See, Vasu means 8, Rudra means 11, Aditya means 12, Veda means 4, Samudra means 4, etc. These are the words which will be used. Swara Ardhancha, he says. Now if you see, Swaraha Ardhancha, of what? Of the Gana. So now if you see, what we see here in this verse is 12 plus 18, right? Totally we had 30. So Swara is 7, 7 into 4 you will get 28, plus Ardham, half of it, you will get 30. Understand? Swara Ardhancha Arya Ardham, is it correct? Aryayaha Ardham Swara Ardhancha. So there are 7 ganas plus half. Each gana is 4 matras. Each gana is 4 matras. So now let us take, I tell you. So is 2 matra, ma is 1 matra, ka is 1 matra. First gana is over. So ma ka la dha ra. Second gana is over. 4 matras. Now mau low. Now you see a certain pattern. The pattern here is, see, so ma ka, so is guru, then laku laku. So ma ka, then what do you have? La dha ra. Okay, la is 2. So we have the pattern guru laku laku, guru laku laku, guru guru. Okay. So makala dhara maulau. You have 4 ganas here. Sorry, 3 ganas. 3 ganas, each of 4 matra. Is it clear? So guru ma ka. 4 matras are over. Guru lagu lagu. La dha ra. Guru lagu lagu. Mau lau. Both are guru. Okay. So makala dhara mau lau. Now you look at the third quarter. How does it go? Swa mi ni. So this is 1 gana. Then we have Gi ri ja. Swamini, that will be Guru lagu lagu. Then we have Girija lagu lagu Guru. Okay. Girija. Then we have Nathe Guru Guru. See, now you have easily understood that there is a break at 3 ganas. So if there is a clear break at 3 ganas, then you call it as Pathya. Okay. So Pathya variety of Arya. So the Arya's definition is, Swara Ardhancha. Swara Ardhancha. 7 into 4. Okay, you should get 28. Okay. So now you see 3 is over in the first. See, Trishu Ganeshu Padaha. If there is a break, then Pathya. Okay, Adyecha, Antyecha. Both have to be satisfied. If the first half is not satisfying this, or the second half is not satisfying, or both the halves are not satisfying, which means basically after third gana there is a samasta pada. You can't break it. Then it becomes the Vipula variety of Arya. Okay. So there are 3 kinds of Vipulas now. Purva Vipula, Uttara Vipula, Ubhaya Vipula. Okay. So this is one. So then, of course, Chapala is some other condition. I will not introduce it. That is not currently required for us. Okay, that is Chapala variety is another kind of an Arya. Now come here. So see, Ko, Ma, La, then Ghana, Kam, Dhare, Ma. You look at this. See, this is for a specific reason I draw your attention. You see, Ko, Ma, La. See how many? 4 matras. Ko is 2, Ma is Lagu, La is Lagu. Ko, Ma, La. Then what do you have? Ghana, Kam, Lagu, Lagu, Guru. Again 4. After that you see Dha, Re, Ma. What is the pattern? Lagu, Guru, Lagu. Guru, Laghu. Okay. Dha, Re, Ma. Then Ha, Ma, Ha, Si. Ha is to Ma, Ha. So 7 ganas are over. Si is basically Laghu, but so at the end, therefore it is considered a Guru. So thus you have 7 ganas plus Ardha. Swara Ardhancha Aryardham. Okay. So similarly, if you see in the last quarter, see, since it breaks Pathyavariki, one can call it as a pala. See, Ma, Maka, Hridayam, 2 are over. Ni, Ranta, Ram, Rama, Tam. See, again you see 7.5. Okay. Now, this I told is a Giti variety. Normal Arya variety, as I told the other verse, Yasya Pade Pratame Dvadasha Matraha Tatha Tritiyepi Ashtadasha Dvitiye. See, in Chaturtha Panchadasha, that is what that verse says. So, Panchadasha, so then what happens? So, this definition still holds. Definition Swarardhancha Aryardham will still hold. But then some additional condition will be given. That will be Shashthaschalu. This is another sutra. Repeat. Shashthaschalu. Lu means Laghu. Repeat. Shashthaschalu. See, in fact, there is one more sutra which you have to actually know. Shashtoj. J. See, Shashtoj means, see, this J means Jagana. So you will see, that is why I asked you to notice that. Jagana means Laghu Guru Laghu. Jagana is Laghu Guru Laghu. Okay. So if you see the 6th Gana, Dha, Re, Ma, Laghu Guru Laghu. Dha, Re, Ma, Laghu Guru Laghu. Okay. So this will be in the first half. In the second half, where you have only 27 matras, the 6th Gana will be a Laghu. Understand? That is why the sutra is Shashthaschalu. Okay. This is actual Arya. Pathya Arya. So now the duplicate Arya, see, our extension of Arya, okay, is Giti, where the Shashthaschalu is not satisfied. Shashtha is also a Jagana here, and thereby you will have 30 matras and 30 matras. Understand? So that is the definition of Giti. Okay? So there are some very, very interesting patterns that are being talked about in this Pingala's Chandas Shastra. So recently I had an occasion to see them and I was quite excited. See? So somehow this whole thing has gone, okay, and we don't know. See, this Chandas Shastra, just imagine. See, for this man Pingala to write in so much detail and talk about so much of variation, this only implies there would have been huge literature which was available for him to analyze. You have to first analyze and then you have to give some names for you to identify and so on. See, some 2300 years ago, this man is writing all this. So which means there should have been huge amount of literature even in Matra Chandas. Forget about Varnavarta. So anyway, so this verse is in Geeti meter. So we understand that also, that adds to little more beauty of the appreciation. Okay, so we find little more beauty when we appreciate the literature. Okay, so we'll stop here. Om Sarve Sukhina Santu Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu